What's up, guys? Iceman here. So I brewed up what I would say is a budget barbarian, alright? And I'm going to show you why. Granted, he's level 88. But this build, I think, is actually pretty damn good. Surprisingly. I've killed like 2 or 3 enemies with it so far, and then I decided I was going to make a video before seeing how effective it really is, or how effective it really is not. I guess we'll see. But I was pleasantly surprised. So what I did is I took 2 bloodletters, and I upped them, of course, and I put a shell rune in each. So you're getting a little bit more damage than you would with a basic bloodletter. What do they usually get? Don't they usually get like around 110 max damage or so? So I think you get significantly more damage here. Laying of hands are budget, right? You can pretty much get these for free if it's like halfway through the ladder, but at the most, it's like a lem rune. You know what I mean? I mean, they're all the same. They have the 20, 350, and 50 fire res, so they're all the same in D2R. This is probably the most expensive item that I have. Let's just act like it's not perfect. Mine just happens to be perfect. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but it's perfect. This is probably worth a lem rune, maybe. It's perfect again, so whatever. It's still budget, alright? This is still budget. Because you see here? Angelic, hell yeah. Freaking Goblin Toe, you can find these in like Act 2 from Duriel or something, if you ever dropped a freaking item. So 25% chance of crushing blow. And here's the other bloodletter with a shell rune in it. G-Face. So the most expensive item on this build, G-Face, the ring, and then the armor, and I'll show you the armor. So G-Face obviously is very offensive for a barbarian. You could have Ariettes, but I think G-Face is generally even cheaper. They all roll the same, basically, so they're quite abundant, really. And I put it just a plain increased attack speed jewel in it, so it's not very valuable at all. G-Face has a nice hit recovery, ton of crushing blow, deadly strike, 15 strength, and then I have the treachery. Alright? Because my res are suffering, as you can see here, and it's going to be boosted up with the fade proc. Plus you get the increased attack speed, and some other helpful mods. So let's just see how well he can slay shit right outside of town here. Here's the zombie. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at what it does to him! I'm going to show you his specs in just a minute here. Hold up. I have Mana Leech, right? Oh my... Dumb toad. I don't have Mana Leech. Shit. I didn't realize it, but I don't have any Mana Leech. This might be a problem. Holy freaking toad. But nonetheless, I mean, I think it destroys. Look at this. It is cheap. Like, you can make a barbarian, just get him to an adequate level. But okay, let me go test the Frigid Highlands. And I'm gonna see if I have a Mana Leech. I guess I'll just sacrifice the Cannot Be Frozen. As much of a problem as that might be, I'm gonna do it. So I gave him this crappy ring. Well, actually, it's a really nice ring. Let's just act like it's not that nice. But nonetheless, it does have 7 Mana Leech, a little bit of Life Leech, dual res, some very nice MF, which is what makes it quite valuable. But that's not really, that doesn't really come into play when it comes to this video and the defensive and offensive capabilities of this barbarian. So we don't really have to count that. We can act like the MF part is not there. But let's see how well now, and I have the Fade proc now, which is nice. As you can see here, 75 on some of the res. So I feel like this is pretty damn good. Really, he's benefiting a lot, I think, from the crushing blow. Like against these guys, for example. These guys are actually kicking his ass. And I was hoping I wouldn't run into these foes here. But let me berserk him. Okay, I'm getting my ass kicked. That's fine. Okay, this is a bad example. Let's go over to Shank. This guy's swatting my ass. I mean, I think it looks cool. What the hell? You can see his face. Look at this. You can see right through the helm. Am I missing something here?
Time has come to cleanse my home.
I'll show you the the stats on this guy in just a moment. Here we go, I'll kill Shank. Look at that, he's actually chopping away at Shank. I don't know, these guys are just... These hulking sons of bitches? What are they called? Thorned hulks? My God! Got him. Got him. Alright, this was a bad example, so let me go and showcase the trap. But with this gear, let's see what I have going on here. 350 damage to demons, 60% chance of crushing blow, which is quite nice. Only a 15% chance of deadly strike, unfortunately. And some other pretty nice mods. 120 IS, that's probably overkill. I haven't checked the breakpoints. 20 life stolen per hit? Hell yeah. Damage reduced by 30. And that's counting the fade, I believe. Yeah, it must be counting the fade. So, let's see how well he does the trap. So this might be a bit of a spiritual journey trying to kill these guys. They are all demons, fortunately. And the laying of hands are going to come in quite nice here. There's probably better things you could do if you have this sort of budget. But I don't know, this really isn't that bad. Like, I was actually pleasantly surprised to see him capable of killing shit in hell with relative ease. Look at this. Let's identify that Tiara. Berserk him. Not the best for Berserk. I think it must be partly due to the massive increased attack speed that I have on this guy. Where Whirlwind kind of shines here with this build. I mean, I only have 1 point into Berserk. Maybe Frenzy would be okay? I'll put a point into Frenzy. Let's see what Frenzy can do. So I'm going to try the River of Flame now. And here's what I did. I maxed out Whirlwind. I maxed out Battle Orders. I maxed out Blade Mastery. And I actually pumped a lot of points into Natural Resistances to really get my res up there. Put one more in there. And I maxed out Whirlwind, alright? So I have a few more points at my disposal. Let's go to the River of Flame and see how he does there. And mind you, there's no Mercenary. So the Mercenary would really help. Obviously, if you put like a Reaper's Toll on him, he could do this with a hell of a lot more ease. But I just didn't want to do that. You know, I wanted to showcase without a Mercenary. Obviously, Mercenaries can be quite a utility in Diablo 2. So I'll get over the cast section and see how well I can do. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think would be a good budget build for me to try out, other than this one? And do you think this is budget? I mean, we're talking about basically a couple Lem runes, I think. Although, upping into a Valkata, come to think of it, is a bit pricey, isn't it? Is that a pull rune each? I believe it's a pull rune each to up the weapons into an elite version. I'm just kind of surprised that it can do it. Because melee characters kind of have the shaft. Yeah, and I'm frozen now. So that's going to be a real pain in the ass. And I believe it actually does, yeah, it does affect your Whirlwind. I'm not sure if that was always the case. So what I need are some thawing potions, I suppose. I'll buy a couple of those. But what other build and weapons do you think are budget that I could try out with a, say, 88 Barbarian? It seems like Treachery is probably a great choice for armor. G-Phase is maybe a good way to go. I suppose I could put in Gore Riders, because they're not all that expensive, right? Can't you get them for a pull rune generally? So maybe Gore Riders, but that I think that's kind of pushing it with what I already have invested in terms of budget. But yeah, okay, he's getting his ass kicked. This guy sucks. It could be worse, though. But let me know what you guys think about that build. Like the video if you will. Subscribe to the page if you want. Become a channel member or a patron. Links in the description below if you want to support me. Blessings to you guys who are channel members and patrons. May your finances be blessed, and may you have many wives. More videos to come. Peace with you.